Welcome back to the CRL podcast presented by CRL without the W. I'm your host, Heathen, alongside my man's Three Flashes.
Yeah.
You didn't clap that, you hoe. And and then we have a guest tonight. We were supposed to have Chevy back on the podcast tonight, but turbines for the third week in a row. He's lost. We thought a small interview from last week, I guess. We have the next best thing.
I think the turbines had something to do with Fireball tonight or something. That's what I heard.
Yeah, 100%. But we have our first guest that is, I don't know how to say this, a Chevy. No, never mind. A one league pony, I guess you could say. His name is Chase Dreamer 30. Yeah, one league faithful, not pony. Sorry, Chase.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
He races in CRL with us Wednesday through Friday. And yeah, welcome everybody to Chase Dreamer to the podcast. Wow, that's a nice. Stanley, add applaud sounds.
Do the Price is Right. Come on down at this part.
Yes. But
What's going on, Chase?
What's going on,
Chase.
Flash?
We're gonna give you an interview for sixth place tonight before we get to know you.
Woohoo!
So you were running P2. Well, you run P2 until Sputter passed you.
Yeah.
And then you fell with P3. You pitted like 5 laps before I did, so I knew we were making on tires. You ended up blowing the right front with I think 6 or 7 to go, and your exact words: "I'm running this bitch out. I'm not pitting."
Yes, sir.
And then you blew a right rear. I'm
On the last lap.
Yeah.
On the last lap.
Do you think you could have stayed out at least a little bit longer so you wouldn't have blown that the right rear at least? Or not, messed up? Or held sputter more so you didn't catch me?
Yeah, looking back on it now, I wouldn't have pitted so early, but I was just looking at the fuel and not the tires. Because tires was good all night for me until the last stage. So looking back on it now, I probably would have pitted when you pit instead of going like 5 laps before you. Because, yeah, the tires got ate up. Especially in turn 2. Like, so go back to the time I blew my right front tire. I hit that glitch spot, and it blew it out, like, ASAP. I have more percent on my right front than my right rear. It's pretty sick.
So you're saying that, well, I'm going to ask you something else then compared to that. If you would have pitted later, around when I pitted, do you think you could have held sputter off a little bit longer, or you would have just let him go because he had way better tires than all of us did?
Nah, I think, well, maybe I would have let him out. Like, I would have let him in front of me for like 2 laps, but I felt like I had a faster car than he did because I kept trying to give him a bump and run in the corners, but I didn't want to give him too big of a bump to put him in the wall.
Yeah.
So, like, I would give him I'd be beating on his back bumper like all the way down the back stretch and then letting off going in the corners, but yeah, I'd probably let him go and then pass him. I don't think I would have caught you. I think it was a little too late for that, but yeah, I'll try to race for second place. But I took home 6 with two right side tires, and then got cremated by you going across the finish line. So
I helped you.
it was a pretty good night. Yeah, only if you would like wrecked somebody else, like Drake or just Drake. Your favorite
I will say though,
lap car.
Speaking about when I hit you, that was the lap after I crossed the line. Because I did my Flash, you are very aware of this, my patented 360 climb crossing the line.
Spin and win.
Yep, that's what we'll call it, spin and win.
Spin and win.
Comes off of
I was
4,
right down the second gear.
Enough lead, comes to the line and spins out.
Cross the line. So it's my burnout before it's actually in the middle of the race. But yeah, you still came with a P6 finish. You missed that interview. But it was still a solid points night though. You'd think you finished second or third each stage, so this that last one. You definitely helped a couple people in points tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the main objective, man. The points to get on to the next round.
Especially in playoffs, yeah. You definitely want to. I mean, ideally you want to win, but
Yeah.
at the same time, most points you can get is the best, honestly. But yeah, speaking of you, let's get to know you a little bit. Where did you get your your start in league racing, and just to walk us through your journey up to CRL.
Oh man, when I started league racing, it was NASCAR Evolution. When I started,
Yeah, that one.
I never really got into league racing, like in like the EA Sports games, sadly, which I hear all the time is like a freaking blast, especially at like Talladega and Daytona, those super speedway
NASCAR
races.
09. That was so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speedways was. Ooh, that was so fun.
I wish I was a rich child and got internet back in the day, but I was a poor boy growing up, so we did what we did.
Growing up.
Yeah, growing up, man, I was a poor boy, but I got the next best thing, and that's real life racing, I guess. So
True.
that's what I did. But yeah, I started a league racing and Evolution. The guy that we race with now actually got me started. The name is
Sorry?
Z Zachary.
Oh,
Z
Zach.
Zachary. I started league racing with him. It was a little league race. It was like maybe a 10-car field every night. But it was pretty good racing for the game. Evolution was, yeah.
Crap crash.
Yeah, it was terrible, but yeah, I started league racing in that, and then once that ended, which I think we only lasted like 2 seasons because everybody was just like, this game is so terrible, I don't even want to play this. So the league kind of broke up, but me and Zach, we stick together and we race lobbies, and then we ended up coming up with our own league eventually, which was in Heat 2, I think, and that lasted until about Heat 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but like we always had to find new drivers because every season, like the next season or whatever would come out, like the guys wouldn't get the game because the game was crap, of course. So we ended doing that, and then eventually I found this guy in a lobby. I cussed him out and talked crap to him because the people he was racing was trash. His name starts with a W, ends with 2 L's. But
You can't say his name. It's a podcast. You don't discriminate.
yeah. Well, people know. But I found his league and he invited me to it, and he said I was a good driver and stuff. I didn't think I was that good, to be honest. I was slow as hell when I was racing with them. I'd always be like,
well, remember he's comparing it to himself, so to him you were, beyond perfect material.
Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right, Flash. Put me in the league. Nah, but
Hey, I also
But yeah.
want to add something to what you were just saying about in your league. You said people you kind of had to get new drivers because people weren't getting the game because they were trash. See, with us in this podcast, all of us, all 3 of us here, we 7-4, we buy your trash. No matter how bad it is, we bought every game with their on release date. No matter how bad the game is, we
Yeah,
still
So
get it.
I always buy it pre-order.
Even buy the freaking gold edition to get it early.
Gold edition
That's
pre-order.
how much. Sheesh. Oh man.
We keep you going 7-4. Hopefully
Sponsor
NASCAR or
us.
whatever it's going to be called, the new game is
21.
It's worth something.
NASCAR 21.
NASCAR 21.
NASCAR 21. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to call it too.
So confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Yeah.
As long as it's good, man. I don't know if I could take.
I mean, it
another
looks
Heat
good.
Game. I don't
It
know if
looks
I can
good.
take another Heat game. You seen
All I'm saying-
previews and stuff of it?
Yeah, bro, it looks so fucking good.
You need to send them my way because I need to see this.
I will. Bro, I saw
Definitely.
there's actually the tire compound shit.
Yes.
It actually there's rain
Yeah.
settings that are gonna be in it. So road course racing next year is gonna be fucking
Crazy.
challenging.
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Cause it could rain at any time. It's not like you could do random weather. It could start off clear as day, flip that switch, and it's fucking downpouring in this bitch.
Got them rain tires on. With
I say we run
Hell
all
yeah.
the road courses on the rain. I'm down for that.
Yeah, that'd be
I run
crazy.
better at
What
road
it'd be.
courses in the rain.
That'd be some crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Maybe I won't dominate anymore. No, I probably
Maybe
would.
I'll
I'm better
actually
in the rain.
finish. I have a chance at a top 10 at a road course in the rain.
Yeah, the people slipping and sliding, I'll just pass them out in the grass.
That's
But then-
why I was always good too. I guess because I love dirt. When we would race in the rain, it seemed like that to me, at least. With back on some of the other games, like one example I guess I could give is F1. They have the racing in the rain, and I was
Oh, yeah.
First two.
project. Yeah, I was always faster. I would be terrible at some tracks, but as soon as the rain was there, I would be one of the fastest in the field. I don't know what. I just loved it.
Yeah, sure. Blame it on the rain. I know you be pulling in the pits and getting those cheat codes in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A hacker. You a hacker.
make the rain tires handle just like the sticks.
Yep. But yeah, then I met Will, and he put me in a league race, and I was trash, but kept at it. Eventually, I just quit racing for a little bit though, in the WSRL leagues and stuff, and I just lost interest. Same with this league. I lost a little bit of interest in CRL, but I brought myself back into it because it's fun as hell racing you guys every week.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just I don't know. I just lost a little bit of interest and stuff, and then yeah, I'm here talking to you guys on this badass podcast.
Hell yeah. We should have got you
Absolutely.
on sooner, but we've been trying to get Chevy in the last fucking 2 damn episodes.
Well, and
So I'd
I
like to have
I
a
like
full
what you
interview.
just said there, Chase. You made a good point about losing interest in leagues. That is the biggest problem in our community right now, I think, too,
Yeah.
with everyone like keeping people interested in the leagues. I mean, I've been like that at some points with different leagues I've been in. Before I got with PSES back in the day, there were leagues that I was in on and off back like years ago on the older games, and you keep interest with some. If you got a good community or like a good group of guys, it helps, but it's still it just being what it is, it doesn't keep your interest in that way too. You have to deal with the issues of game to game, whether the game sucks
Yep.
or if they're not fixing this or that, and then you just end up getting out of it. But I mean, you really
Yeah.
are a good person to talk to about that. Like you said, you've gone through that, and that's why we're here talking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And having you Flash, man, I'm not gonna lie, it keeps me more interested than before. Like, I just love getting top fives. I don't care if I win the race. I get to go talk to my boy Flash in the booth, get interviewed. You know what I'm saying? Talk about my night. It's
Absolutely. Well, I'm
it's
glad.
pretty
man.
exciting, man.
Try my best. That's good. And yeah, I know it is better to have not even if you're not winning, just run up there with the top five and kind of battle for position. And I always call you out on our streams too. I don't know if you've seen it or watched it back. I think we've talked about it before, but you're the Mr. Where did he come from? Because I really I compare you to that for I guess Harvick. I guess I could say because it's like. I mean, besides when you won stage one last night, I mean that was out of character for you. Normally, it's
Oh yeah.
you come out of nowhere near the end and you're up there battling because early on you kind of feel out your car, your truck, or whatever it may be, and you get your setup right, and then you
Oh yeah.
you get better as it goes. And I've seen you win a few races like that. It's like you come out of nowhere with 15 laps to go and win the damn race.
Yeah, man. It's just a filling out process, the first 2 stages, and then when the third stage goes, it's like, all right, I gotta put myself in a good position to win this son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
Especially last night, I was watching the stream from last night, and you're like, well, this is unexpected post hitter, Chase. I wasn't expecting to get in the pole either, but
Yeah, I mean it
yeah,
is
I heard
out
you.
of character
I heard
for
you.
you.
Like,
Normally you're about big
usually I
pack
don't
and
even
feel it
qualify.
up.
Here recently, I just started qualifying, but usually I just stay in the back and fill the car, the truck out a little bit, and I got this badass crew chief that gives me some like banging setups, so I get to
Well, that's
test
pretty
those
good
out.
then.
Yeah, man. So I had to find my old crew chief because he quit hitting me up, so he had to go to another team. But
You're
Hey,
gonna
I got
call
the
out
right.
somebody else. Tell them the name first. Jesus.
What? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I fired Heathen as my crew chief, fellas, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if you think about it, my crew was Flash. So, and when I don't get stuff like a minute before the race starts, I kind of can't send you, and so I get them.
So basically, you
Hey,
just cut out the middleman by firing Heathen, and you just get him directly
Yep.
from me.
yeah,
Basically, is how that happened.
So I mean, well, I'm just gonna hit this guy. He's got all the setups, but
Yeah, Flash is
tonight,
a god with these shows, man.
yeah, he is. But tonight, I
He's
didn't even
helped
see
me
his.
so much.
I didn't even see his setup tonight that he had for me. I just went on YouTube and tested out some setups, like custom setups, but with their tire pressures and wedges and stuff.
That's what we do.
With me
Yeah,
and
well,
me and
basically,
Zach.
what I figured out with the setup tonight, and it took a minute to watch how the car was doing. I was watching Heathen's
I
stream,
got
and
update stage 1. What stage 2 what to do?
yeah,
So
because it's weird on this game, and I don't know if that's in general. I believe it's honestly the opposite in real life, but when you raise your rights on this game, it tends to save the tire a little bit more. It creates more heat in the tire, but in a different area of the tire, and for some reason it wears less. So he went up on the pressures, and that was able to save just a few percent, so he could run it maybe 2-3 laps longer.
Is that what
Um,
you did at the final pit stop, Heathen? You raised up
no, I
the
did it.
rights?
I did it at the beginning of the 3rd stage when he sent me the
Ah,
thing. No, it was in the first
gotcha.
stage. Because it was that caution when I spun out in front of everybody. Um,
In front of me, and I T-boned
yeah,
you.
yeah.
We started
But
7 because of that.
yeah, I already started
I,
6, so we're right there
I
with
will
you,
tell you
buddy.
where I learned that trick from too. I actually call him out here in the podcast. Rabbit,
Mikey?
one of
Oh.
the
Rabbit helps you.
on edge. Well, I I had talked to him before. I was on a team with him in another league for a few weeks. I wasn't there long. But that was back. The league's not going anymore. But he all his setups that I would get or that I've seen, he would always have super high tire pressures, and I would watch, and it would seem like they were going to burn off like terrible. Like you used it back in the day at Auto Club. His
Yeah.
60% on his rights, and you're like,
Oh
you sit
yeah.
there and you see it like 330 on the right front on one of the
Jeez.
temperatures, and you think it's going to burn off, but where it's at is it's 330 in one spot, but then like in the middle of the tire it's at like 240. So it's like burning one spot, but the other spot it's saving, so it like equalizes out and ends up being better than running a standard tire pressure you would there. That's just one of the weird things of the game, I guess.
Yeah, definitely is weird.
But yeah, it doesn't necessarily work everywhere, but definitely with the
Different.
Xfinity cars, you see that more, where you want to run higher pressures to save the tire.
For sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Chase, it's always fun to run with you. Even practicing with you sometimes when I actually get when I'm on the practice and shit. Like you're always you're always down to practice when you're not on COD all the damn time.
Hey, gotta
Like
kill some people, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to
hey,
get those
don't
dubs
tell
out there.
no. Oh no no. The only people you kill's on the racetrack, bro. But
I
yeah.
haven't been doing a lot of killing on the racetrack, sadly.
Hell yeah, Kentucky.
Nah, let's not get into that one. Let's keep that one for another podcast.
I knew you were gonna bring that one up, Ethan.
Yeah, I caught the damn race.
Yeah, that's like, oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, Kentucky was, whew, man, I was heated, bro. I couldn't help myself.
Well, you can't help it if your wheel breaks to the left, goes under the
Yeah,
apron, and then just slams back on the track. You can't do nothing
Yeah.
about that.
When
Yeah,
with
can't do that.
controllers,
I
when with
think,
controllers, different story.
well, I think
That
what
stick.
was, well, I think what it was is my stick broke, and then I think my car broke a lower control arm, so I was just sliding on the racetrack, and then hello
Yet
cars.
you played COD right after that
Well,
with the same controller.
Well,
yeah,
no, I
no.
changed controllers.
He plugged in his Atari controller used for
Yeah.
COD. He was good. He was good.
Yeah, I used my aimbot controller, bro. Come on now. Gotta have them hacks out there now.
All right. So, Flash, you know what time it is this week, man. Time to overview the week of league racing.
Yeah.
We start off day by day now. So Monday, PSCS was at Vegas for a truck.
Mm-hmm.
I drove the 3 truck that night for my dad. The day my dad passed away was on Monday, 4 years ago. So getting the win on that night was very fucking special to me. You could tell in
Absolutely.
the interview that I was literally crying in the interview.
Absolutely. And I just want to
It's
say,
weird.
normally I'd be getting on you for like talking up your win, but this one you completely deserved.
Yeah.
Perfect timing for it to happen, and I was really happy to see it too. And it
Yeah.
happened. It was emotional for me to see that too, man. I'm very
you were in
happy
the
for
party
you.
with me. You were in the party
Yeah.
with me too. And you could tell like I was
That was
like them last 2 laps. I was like when I realized I could I was in the perfect spot for it. I was like, shit, it's gonna happen. And then I got under Lucas in turn 3, and he got really fucking tight off 4, almost smacked the wall. So he was actually on my I was on his truck. But the weirdest thing about this win for me is my last win was the night that Florida Gator passed away last year, and I tied him in wins for PSS at 7 last year when he passed. This year, on the day my dad passed away, his favorite driver was Dale Sr., hence me driving the 3 car with truck. And then after Dale Sr. passed away, Dale Jr. was a favorite driver. And I won Monday, which gave me my 8th win in PSCS. The numbers are just
the
fucking
numbers
weird.
worked out for you on Monday. That really it was meant to be there, man. And you earned that one too.
And the weird thing is, I got fucked out of 2 races the week before. Both were home races I got fucked out of. Now I realize why I got fucked out of it. It's like, no, you're winning your 8th race. Their dad passed away. You're not winning your 10th or your 9th. But then went to Wednesday when Lucas won. Again, passing me. We finished 1-2 for second in a row. In the Xfinity Series. And Wednesday.
You said Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
For that.
And Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was at Vegas as well. And Human Target, well now he's Target XMO. Won. Lap cars got in the way by the number 8 car. Don't say names. Number 8 car got in the way several times and wrecked me in like his best car all night.
But you said Target was able to get that, so
yeah. Also on Wednesday, CRL had their first Cup race of the year. I mean playoff race of the year. And my man Jay Grant, 11.92, won that bitch because Tyler Cub spun out. After I was in the booth for that moment to watch that. It was so fucking awesome to see. I not gonna lie, I think I cursed the fuck out of Tyler because I said, looks like I was like, let's see me Tyler's chance to go to the next round of playoffs. Not even a lap later, he fucking spun out. So.
Well, I can say I was waiting for so long for Grant to win in CRL, and if I was not commentating, I probably would have been screaming that he won. I was animated and I was hyped when that happened. Even broadcasting, but if I wasn't broadcasting, I would have been yelling. I would have been like, "Fuck yeah, Grant," which is what I was thinking when it happened. But I mean, I was like, I still was animated. I was excited. I even told him that, like, congratulations, Grant, and I was going for it right when it happened too. But yeah, I had to remain a little bit unbiased there, but I wasn't. I've been waiting so long to see him to get his first win. He's been trying so hard.
Yeah, he does a lot.
Yeah, and to get it in the Southern 500, no less, in the Cup Series in that 22, which
you ain't lucky in the fucking 22 car.
Well, I was about to say that even made it better, but no, he could have been driving the 18 M&M's Toyota, and it would still been cool.
That car would never see with your lane light of day
for him to win, but yeah, I mean, it was even better to see that though, to see him bring it home in that car. But yeah, Grant, congratulations on that first win.
It seems like it was an eventful Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, Wednesday's always eventful. From Thursday, last night,
Hey, before you go to Thursday, I want to mention on Wednesday, I always count on you to pop in right at the end of the broadcast, and you did, like you mentioned. And normally, like it's been the last few Wednesdays, it's been like that. So it's great to have you up there in the booth for the last 20, 30 laps or so that it ends up
Yeah, it's
being.
good out there.
Yeah.
It makes it not as quiet the last 30 laps of the race.
Oh, man, anything is not as quiet when you come in the building, you know.
Hell yeah. We're liven that bitch up.
He is a wild one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Thursday, a dude that goes by the name of the Gunge, he came out of nowhere. He was actually watching my stream before the race, like during qualifying. He was in the stream watching, and then he said something about like tonight in my chat, and I was like, "You're in the playoffs, dog. Why aren't you running with us?" And then he hopped in and then kicked their fucking ass.
Only in stage.
So you set yourself up for that one.
Though.
I really did.
Only in stage 3. But you had a terrible night anyways, you did, right?
Kinda. I spun out
You
every
had
single fucking stage.
Yeah.
I
And
said
that
I,
is Richmond for you.
I had a
Yeah.
fast car. I had a fast car though, because I had the third best lap time regardless. But
Yeah, you did.
I
You were
was fast. I first like 10 laps, 15 laps, maybe max 20 of a run, and then I just fucking die. But yeah, I could have had a top 3 probably. That's with Chevy having his issues. If incident on the last pit stop that happened with me and Zach, but that was out of his control. I fucked up entry anyway, but you know, it is what it is. We still got a top 5 out of it though, so. Which
Yeah,
I told Flash that before the race. I was like, I have to fucking get a top 5. So I was like, I just want to interview. Yeah, because I have a big
And you
point
did.
lead truck
You got
anyway. I had a huge
Sure
point
did.
lead for over the cutoff in trucks, so I was fine with not winning. And then tonight, we just finished that up like what, an hour and a half ago, hour ago, something like
About an hour ago, yeah.
that. I dominated, utterly dominated tonight. I think the only time I didn't lead was when I got wrecked in stage 1 chase. Which were you led?
I mean, it's maybe to be so humble about it, you know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm literally
It's
saying
so
like,
humble and kind out here.
look, I'm saying what the race actually happened, man. That's how the race went.
Yeah,
That
bro.
is what actually happened. I guess I would, if I was explaining it, I would be saying the same thing. You did utterly
Yeah.
dominate. You won both stages.
Led every
And-
lap other than like pit stuff.
Yeah,
Pit
pit
cycles.
stuff.
I won pit cycles. I'm the word.
You dominated pretty much, except when you got wrecked.
Yeah. Zach hit the apron and won, and I had nowhere to go.
And took like 3 of y'all out, or just 2? I don't remember.
It was me and Sputter.
It took me it took me like 10 seconds to figure out what happened. I was kind of speechless for a second. I saw it, and I was like, and then I was like, all right, I guess our leader just got wrecked there. I'm not really sure what happened. I said something like that. And I was like, well, okay, that's gonna change things for the stage. I was like, because that was what with we ended up having 3 to go on the restart. After that, we restarted, and it was like 3 laps.
No, that was stage 2.
Yeah, in stage 2.
That was
that's what I mean.
that was stage 1. That was stage 1.
That was stage 1. It was like
That's when my fucking mic broke.
Okay, yeah. So
No, we had a manual caution for that one, and then I forget what I got loose in turn. I got loose in turn 3, and hit Chase. And
that was when that happened, and then that brought out.
He somehow got damaged. I had none.
I cremated the front of my Oreos car, man. It was terrible.
I
You
restarted
found
first,
the cream
mind
filling,
you.
huh?
Yeah,
Mind
I
you,
did,
my
man.
mic
She's-
broke. My mic broke at the end of stage 1, so I had no communication. Anybody that last like 3 laps. At all.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
hear me. I can hear
He
them.
was sitting in
though.
the car like, "Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I can't hear you guys." Like, yeah, so we can hear you.
I wanted
Ran back
how-
to my brother's room.
That was like the perfect impression of him. How'd you do that?
You know,
He knows me, dog.
I'm just around him so much, you know. I just.
No. Well, here recently you had on the track running a lot.
Yeah,
there are
true.
some tracks though where we both struggle.
Iowa, Xfinity. No, that was Cup. It was Cup. That's Iowa.
That race was the
Yes.
best.
Woo.
We had the best fucking battle for like 7th or 8th place the entire because we had to try to lap down, and
Yeah, we did.
we just every time that we have a caution, fucking somebody would be just getting lapped every fucking time. Like, bro,
Man.
fuck off. Like, stop getting
Uh,
lapped. We go from the
Yeah,
very
we can
back to
never
the
get
very
our
fucking
lap back.
front. We go to the back to like 3rd and 4th place on track wise, and still not fucking get our laps back.
Oh man, it was crazy. That night was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it
Coach
was.
should have never been there, but we had a
Nah.
good battle.
Yeah, either
We had a
way.
good battle. It was fun that night.
So for CRL, Grant, Lagrange, and myself are locked in the next round of playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, PS hits at ISM, kill me, and then next
Hey,
week,
want to mention that you just said Grant, Lagunge, and you. We have. There's been a lot of weeks where we've had 2 of our races sweep by the same person, maybe even 3 in the same week. We had 3 different winners this week, and ones that you would not expect. I would say that anyone would have said that it was going to be Grant, Lagunge winning, and then you get wins pretty often, but like all 3 like that in a week, we have a first time winner, we have Lagunge kind of coming back winning, and then of course you won tonight, but still it was.
Oh, fun! You carry me up every time you go in the heathen, like.
Yeah.
I do get
Like,
into him a lot
You're like,
on that,
yeah,
but
you win all the time. No need to talk about.
yeah,
you
that
no
wasn't
more.
a
Let's just talk
surprise.
about
Like I'm
Grant.
saying, like it was a surprise that Grant got his first win. Lagunge comes back in and wins in the trucks at Richmond, and then Heathen wins tonight. Not a surprise, but it it is.
Oh man.
It was a very very good week, very exciting week here in CRL. But yeah, Heathen, wipe your tears away and continue what we were talking about.
And then we're at Richmond for a Cup and Xfinity, and then we're at New Hampshire for truck for CRL this week.
New Hampshire,
Yes.
yeah.
So pumped for the Richmond races, man.
I'm fucking gonna die at that track.
I'm gonna have to practice with you a little bit, Heathen, get you good at Richmond. That's
I'm not bad on presets. It's fucking shit in fucking customs.
Richmond is a good racetrack. I love Richmond.
Yeah, I'm fast until I kill myself.
I think what'll help you out, Heathen, is to get good at the long run there, and that's
running a 9.
Yeah,
and drifting
well,
down the track?
yeah, don't do that. But no, that's the thing. You're actually faster than me there, short run at Richmond. We've seen that when we've raced, but it's like keeping the tires on it, and that's for some reason I figured it out there, but other tracks I can't get as good as you're able to do on there. And but Richmond, I have that, so I have to see if I can help you out there. I want to, and this week I am gonna again throw up our setup that I have into our main chat, at least for the Cup race on Wednesday, and see if we can get some
I'm okay
close
with
racing
that.
going. And
Okay with that for Wednesday.
well, Thursday I don't know at New Hampshire if anyone would want to use my setup.
I
I'd
have
try
a
to make
setup.
you finish last.
No, we have a setup. We were in there in Xfinity and Cup, and I won the Xfinity race.
Maybe it's the
There
setup
last
that's
time.
decent. I'm just not there.
I mean, no, that was like a setup you made like 2 minutes though. So
True.
so we just got done with our second category tonight, guys. We're going to our third one. Talk about Homestead this week or last week. Trucks were off. We all know that. Xfinity. Who the fuck won Xfinity? Oh yeah.
Myatt Snyder,
Myatt Snyder won his first ever Xfinity race.
which
and
was
his
a
first-
huge surprise.
I
that
think it was his
came
first
out of
year with RCR, correct? Or with a decent team, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
first full time, yeah. Let me confirm that while you touch on that.
Well,
All right,
I will
so-
say that before when Flash was checking it, Noah Gregson got fucked by a fucking lap car.
Sounds like you, Heathen.
It is, and the thing is, I drive Gregson's car and fucking PSS and fucking Sierra, so it makes fucking sense. Gretchen had the most like had the best fucking interview at the race. It's like the oh, was the dumb shits that shouldn't be on the track or whatever. I forget what he said, but I know he's.
But to be fair, the guy that wrecked Noah Gragson, it wasn't his fault. The tire just came unthreaded. You know, it just unwound and went down on him.
Bruh.
Back to
Fuck
what
him.
on Myatt Snyder. He has raced for Childress. I'm looking at it on racingreference.info. Shout out to that website. It has awesome information when you want to get some of that statistics for NASCAR. I love the site. But he ran. I would have to count it. Let me see. Hold on. I think he ran about a little over maybe 7-8 races for Childress last season. He ran a full schedule, but he ran the rest of the races for the Sieg family. So a teammate to Ryan Sieg, owner Rod Sieg, crew chief was Jeff Green also in the 93. That was that Louisiana hot sauce car we saw out there last season. But the rest of the races were the Tax Slayer number 21 for Myatt.
He's in the game.
So he ran 7 or 8
He's in
races
the game, like,
for them, but now he's running that 2 Tax Slayer Chevrolet full time for Childress, and he actually, with the win, that is his second top 10, first top 5 in 3 races. He also finished 7th at the Daytona race for the Xfinity Series, and 13th at Daytona Road Course. So right now he is second in points.
He's always good at
looking
road
good.
because last year at the Roval when Allmendinger fucking dominated during like the Rainfest one, he ran top 5. He probably would have won the race if he didn't fucking spin out on that one restart. But is what it is. And then Cup. The people in the people in the booth for the Fox booth said it perfectly. If you told me that Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, and the winner William Byron were gonna be the 3 winners of this year, you'd be out of your fucking mind. They didn't say that, but you'd be out of your fucking mind if somebody
And
said
I would
that.
love to know what the odds of betting on that would have been. I love talking about betting on this podcast.
Speaking of betting, how much money did you lose this week?
I did not bet this week because I am still licking my wounds from last week, which I only lost $50 last week, which I didn't actually lose it. It was a free bet from, like I said, in Virginia, we just legalized sports betting. So I was trying it out for the first couple races, and I got $100 in free bets for making the bet for the 500. So I used it at the road course, and I put it on 50 on Ryan Blaney and 50 on Chase Elliott. If I had put, and I was going to do it for Christopher Bell, if I had put 50 on Bell in that race, I would have won $2,500. But because it was a 50-1 shot for him to win, I don't know what William Byron would have been, but he actually crossed my mind too before the race, of course. But I didn't bet on him, obviously. But I would love to know what the odds would have been if you like you just said, somebody would have picked Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, and then William Byron to win the first 3 races.
Lot.
Yeah, that astronomical.
Rich.
That was ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, no big name has won this year so far, and 3 people have locked their way into the playoffs. I mean, Michael McDowell's locked in, obviously. Christopher Bell, William Byron, they're all in the playoffs, and that cuts out spots for those people that are kind of going to be on the edge of making it, like possibly a Kyle Larson. I mean, I don't know if he'll have to worry about points too much.
That Bristol Dirt, man.
Just give him, just give him that
Bristol Dirt race.
That's his race to win.
Yeah, I think that is his race to win as well. I'm pretty sure he'll be the favorite going in. Though Chase Briscoe also, he's going to have some experience on it because he's going to run the truck race.
So is Larson. Larson's running the Dirt Nationals.
Right, which the trucks I feel like will be closer to the Cup car on how it'll handle. But either way, track time's good. Logano is going to run. You knew I was going to mention Logano at some point, but Logano is going to.
Is that your driver, Flash?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And now you hate me, don't you?
Nah, he's still my man, but Martin Truex Jr. is my man, so
I've been following Logano since he was driving a Chevy back in the Busch East Series in 2007. So
I got you. And we all got our preferences, There's no reason to, be upset that you like a crybaby. Oh, Joey Logano. My fault.
He doesn't have his dad fighting his battles for him anymore, so that's good.
Oh man.
I
Hey,
remember those days. I didn't like that either.
I give old Joey Logano props, you know. Ain't he the one that? No, I think it was Brad Klasky who gave old Kyle Busch a good old punch on his noggin.
Yeah, it was. But him and Logano have gone at it too, verbally, maybe not like physically like him and Brad did, but he used to whip Kyle Busch's ass when he was in that 20 car and Kyle was in the 18 back in
Yeah.
Xfinity. Back
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Kyle would
You're
get so
right.
pissed, I know, because they both would race there before Joey went up to Cup, and Kyle would try to beat him. And I still think in those two cars together, Joey had him by a couple. Like I think Joey won like 5 or 6, and Kyle got him like 3 or 4 times. But
Yeah.
yeah, they had a
Kyle's
rivalry going back in the day.
Kyle's a hell of a race car driver, but I just can't stand him as a person. He's an
Yeah, I know
asshole.
Larson is.
I'll agree with you on that too.
Not Larson. I love Larson. Man, that dude's
He's a
dude's
fucking
awesome.
wheel man.
That dude is awesome.
I still stand by it. He is the best driver in this generation. Like him and Chase Elliott are close, but with like Larson's like racing in general success, he's the best driver. Like he's the best like race car driver that this generation has seen.
And Kyle
talent-wise.
Larson has a smoking hot wife, okay? Who every time
Bro,
he
it's Brad's
wins,
sweet sister. What the fuck do you expect?
every time he wins, she shotguns a beer. How sexy is that, you know? Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, Larson should have like 15 or 20 more Cup wins than he has right now, and that's been a lot of
Oh, yeah.
circumstances that have stopped that. I mean, he really is
Don't even
one
say
of the
it.
best of
Don't
the
even fucking
generation.
say it. I swear, if you fucking yell slide, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I like to see the finish. It was exciting, but I didn't. I didn't like that either. I was definitely pulling for Larson on that one.
And the fucking year after that, fucking, they took a nice like, hey, let's bring the McDonald's car that hasn't won in 50 fucking years. Fucking Alex fucking Bowman passes fucking Larson with 2 to fucking go. It's like, yeah, fuck you, Larson. Like, bruh, McDonald's is a shit sponsor in NASCAR. Holy fuck.
It honestly reminds me, and Larson is. I mean, it's funny that it's got the same background. I'm about to talk about Casey Kane, but Larson is a better talent than Kane. I'll say that definitely. But they both came from the dirt background,
Outlaws.
and they both had so many second places and like wins taken away from them.
yeah.
In the same kind of ways. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Larson. I mean, they're both in the 5. You know, Kane was in the 5, and now Larson is. That too is kind of crazy, but. I still think, I mean, Larson's going to have, I think, if everything goes to plan with what, honestly, what Hendrick's thinking too, I think he's going to get, before the end of his career, I'm going to go ahead and predict at least 20 to 30 wins, at least,
And
before.
1 championship, at least.
At least.
He has to grab 1 championship, at least.
Yeah.
Bring the bitch back to Homestead, he's fucking winning. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but they're not. They changed the whole schedule up like that for no reason.
Bro,
I don't know why.
Rumors are, though, that whenever that auto club shit's going, when they make that short track, that'll be the final race. So,
Yeah,
Larson's
don't
always
even
been good at auto club.
Don't even get me
You know.
started on that. That shorten of Auto Club kind of breaks my heart because I love how big that racetrack is. And now they're gonna
so
shorten it
racy.
down. You could have
I'm just-
you could go into like 6 wide, bro. Like
Yeah.
top all
But
the way
I
to
love,
the
like,
apron.
speaking of, like, tracks that aren't there no more, I love Kentucky and Chicagoland. Like, you can't fly. They're my favorite tracks in the game.
Chicagoland's
Mhm.
fast.
Like,
Chicagoland's fast.
like Kentucky's my favorite track, like, that I've raced on. And now it's like, yeah, fuck you, not on the Tether no more. Cause fuck, mind you, I'm okay with all the road courses. I'm fine with it. But like, why take
Yeah.
out a race
Fuck
that the last 2 years have been very fucking competitive, both
Fuck a road
Chicago and
course.
fucking Kentucky. Chicago is always a fucking like a very good battle at the end.
Well, I like that you're talking about all these 1.5 miles because this leads into our next segment, predictions for Vegas coming up this weekend.
Hey, yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna predict John Hunter Nemechek for trucks.
okay, but that's see. Okay, but
Hey, I'm just saying. I don't know.
okay,
I watched the
so
race
we'll
yet.
take your John Hernimachek prediction for trucks, and we'll talk about why you predicted that right now,
Yeah,
and
no
we'll talk about it
way.
next
Okay.
podcast.
Well, okay. Well, hear me out though. It's his first year with KBM. If I'm not wrong, he has won here before in trucks when he was running for his dad.
Oh, he's definitely won here before.
And he like he's definitely gonna be fast. If I'm gonna predict Kyle Busch will spin out by himself,
Here we
call
go.
the caution, and still finish second. But yeah, I feel like that number 4 coming back victory lane tonight. Yeah, tonight.
Well, I'm gonna say you're probably right on that.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll
Yeah.
find out next week.
Yeah,
On
we'll
the
find out
podcast.
next week.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Find out next week.
Hey, Jay,
but,
what's y'all prediction for tonight's race?
I'm gonna say that Haley Deegan is gonna crash.
Fuck you.
By herself?
She didn't by herself, bitch.
Oh, would you know?
Nah,
Oh,
nah, nah,
okay.
nah. By
Wait,
What are
no
you
what
like?
means.
I'm
Oh, are you like
Oh.
psychic?
Ah.
Apparently I was after yesterday, Flash.
Oh yeah, you were yesterday.
If you're a psychic, I'm a psychic because I told Flash I was going to win the stage 1.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. You did that too.
I literally invited Flash like 5 seconds after he activated our Xbox Live stuff.
Yeah, I had to get my
Yesterday.
membership back, and of course he bums off of my membership, and he I was because he messaged me like an hour before that, like it was out. I was like, all right, so I fixed it, and we got membership back, and literally I get it back in 5 seconds, at less than 5 seconds, party invite. I'm like, how the fuck did he know I just got it like that quick? Like it's back and we can do party. And I was like, I messaged him. I'm like, what? He was
Wow.
like, well, I just figured it'd be done by now. I'm like, it was 5 seconds after I did it. I was like, yeah.
Wait, when was this, Flash? Was this like earlier today?
Yesterday.
Or like
No,
yesterday?
yesterday.
Yesterday
Yeah,
earlier?
last night. Yeah, about 8:30 last night before
Also-
the.
Okay,
No, it was
so
like 9:30. It was like 9
Also-
o'clock, you idiot.
Yeah,
So it was before we went out there and slayed on Warzone, huh?
yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, like, yeah, your stuff ran out after that? That's crazy.
No, it was before the broadcast last night. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Every other Thursday it runs out.
Yep.
Every other Thursday?
Oh yeah, I get I get codes off of eBay for like a $1 or something. So I pay like $3 a month for my membership from Microsoft.
What in the world, man? I gotta start doing that. Shoot.
Yeah, it's Game Pass Ultimate. It ends up being after tax like $4 a month versus 15, so it's worth it
Sounds
for the headache
worth
of
it.
having to put
Oh,
the
man.
codes in. I mean, yeah.
Let's go to Xfinity though.
Wait,
First,
we
I'm
haven't
gonna see
heard
if
Flash's
He
prediction.
Man, shut the fuck up. He already said
Yeah,
he already said Deegan was gonna crash. Fuck that guy. Fuck that
Yeah,
guy.
so? Come on. You gotta let him guess who's gonna win the race. At least.
I'm gonna say
Fine.
Ron Hornet.
Ron
Okay.
Holiday. I'm gonna go
Yeah, I
with
mean-
Stuart Friesen, just because, he's a dirt track racer, and I ride
Thank
with
you,
dirt track
Canadian.
racers. So? I don't care. He's a dirt
Wow,
track
Grant's
racer.
Canadian. Grant's Canadian.
I
Yeah,
didn't say
he
nothing
won,
bad about
so-
Canadians.
It just shows you. Stuart
It
Friesen
just
can win,
shows
too.
you, Canada. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's actually move on to a real prediction for the Xfinity race. That
Oh,
hasn't
man.
been finished yet. That is tomorrow night, or tomorrow late afternoon. But still, on that one, I'm gonna say Daniel Hemrick in the 18.
Okay.
Interesting. That's an interesting pick.
Just
Yeah.
gonna go for it. Feel like the Toyotas will be fast there. I don't know what gives me that idea. I just maybe going off the truck race, But
And that is an unfair prediction for the trucks because like most of the trucks are Toyotas, so
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
yeah. But good pick. I'm rocking with that. But that's not my pick. Either who you picking,
I'm
Mr. Psychic?
I'm staying true to this until he wins. I'm picking Noah Gregson.
Noah Gregson, eh?
Yeah, he finished second here last year in this race.
True. I'm gonna go with the dude who shouldn't have won last week, and I'm gonna go with Mike Snyder.
You can go back to back.
He's starting on the pole, bro.
Okay. This isn't a pick to win, but I think he's
Yeah.
going to be up there, and he might win that 54. Ty, not Gibbs, but Ty Dillon. I think he's going to be fast as well.
Definitely.
Hey, I
That
wouldn't
record
mind.
be fast.
I wouldn't mind seeing that 54 win. That car is beautiful.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying
love that
though
car.
is Gregson started like in the low 30s last week, and drove the front very quick. Starts in the back again this week, where the outside line does work here. And surprisingly, it works in Heat 5 too. It's actually
Yeah,
for
true.
line Heat 5, so.
True.
I
if
think
Snyder
he's
don't
gonna
win,
get done this week.
if Snyder don't win, I can see Austin Cindric win because he's just fast. Dude's just fast, and I hate a
Yeah.
Ford. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
Cup now. Casey, you go
Unbiased.
first for Cup now.
Oh, I go first for Cup. Well,
Uh-huh.
you know I'm rocking. You know I'm rocking my boy in the sorry Toyota, number 19. He's starting like 4th, I think.
That's a good pick. I mean, he's going to win this year at some point. So obviously, so I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he goes on a winless streak like Kyle Busch.
Don't wish that on my boy. Come on, Flash.
I'm not
Keep
wishing
that
it
to
on him.
yourself.
I
Keep that
don't
to
think it's going to
yourself.
happen. I think he'll win at least within the first 10 races, and he could win Sunday.
Before y'all
Yeah.
pick though, how does Michael McDowell start 5th? How's that possible?
He hasn't
Overall,
outside top 10 this year.
yeah, the metrics
he-
on their qualifying. That's
I think him and I forget the other person is. They're the only two drivers that finished top 10 all year this year in Cup.
Yo,
let me look
he's-
too.
He's on a tear.
He is sitting. Let me check the points real quick.
He's like P4 in points right now.
Yeah, I believe you're right. He is. Oh, hold on. That is Xfinity. Hold on.
But if my boy don't win, like Flash is saying, win the streak this year, he putting that bad juju on him. I want to see Kyle Larson win this race.
Hey!
I do. I want to see Kyle Larson win one race, if not more, this year, and hopefully he wins at Vegas.
Yeah, and Michael McDowell is 4th in points right now. 2 points out of 3rd behind Logano. 13 behind Harvick, and only 33 out the overall lead right now with Hamlin.
Well, he's the only has finished top 10 all year, I think, right?
I believe so. Yep.
Who you picking to win this one, Heathen?
I'm last, bro. Flash is up next. You went.
You're
I went
last?
first, second. I'm going last time.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
I am gonna go with Logano. Logano.
Of
Of
course you are.
And
Well,
For the
hey,
last 3
hold
fucking
on.
years?
Hold on.
He
I
has backers for that.
have a bet for you, Heathen. Yeah, he has always been good there, like you said. If he doesn't win, if he does not, and you know it's my favorite driver, if he does not finish at least top 10 on Sunday, from
Ooh.
speed, not mechanical or crash, but from speed,
okay.
or
From
not
speed.
penalties either, pit road penalties, but like overall speed, if he doesn't finish top 10, because Miami, I don't know what happened to him speed-wise, he finished 25th. So if that happens again, he does not finish top 10, I will not pick him in a race the rest of the year. I will not be biased and do that. So, yep.
Dang.
I mean,
So
he
if he does
picked
not finish
on
top 10 by
every
speed.
fucking race this year, so.
Hey,
No.
but he has to have a counter. Like, he has to be a counter. He has to have a counter to that. So, if you're going to throw that on the table, then he has to throw something on the table.
I've had him every single week, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Never mind.
Because I picked Larson last week because it's just statistic wise, he's always been fast at Homestead, always.
And by the way, I did not pick Logano at the road course.
Oh no, you
they
should pick Chase or Blaney.
I picked Blaney, I think.
Well, yes, you still picked only Penske cars this year.
Well,
But I will say though, that Logano pick is really fucking good because Logano, in the spring race at Vegas, he's won like last 3 or 4 straight.
3, I think, 2 or 3 at least, yeah. Which
So.
that streak has to break sometime. So that's why I'm saying if he doesn't finish top 10 on speed Sunday, then I won't pick him the rest of the year. It's different.
Mhm.
Like if he
Okay.
crashes like that, if he crashes, pit road penalty, and he fucks himself out of it that way, or mechanical failure or something like that, that's different. But if speed, he just races and he doesn't finish top 10, you won't hear me pick him the
For
rest
the
of the.
rest of the year.
Yep.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
pick a very weird one. Okay. So, you know the trend this year, right? Where it's been either first time winners or in Bowman's case, it's a first actual time winner because he won at Daytona last year. In the before playoffs. I'm picking a first time winner this year. Well, ever.
Bubba Wallace.
What?
No, fuck that.
Fourth race
I'm
in a
gonna
row for
yeah,
like we're not in a row first time winner, but
first
it
time, non-play check winner other than McDowell, obviously. But yeah, I'm going with Chase Briscoe.
Chase
wow.
Briscoe. Hmm.
I'm always saying this because if he wins now, he cannot win the dirt race. Nah,
Starting 25th, huh?
no, I don't. I mean, Briscoe has always been faster in Xfinity, so you would think that it would transfer over at least a little bit to Cup. He's been showing a lot of speed this year too, so
I can
I
see
mean,
him winning at a racetrack other than the dirt coming up. I could see him winning this year. I mean, so
definitely.
yeah.
Um, but it's that like it's I'm definitely going with the first time winner though, like ever. Um, as much as I'd love to see Larson win,
Imagine what that would do to the
Vegas
playoffs
is
though if Briscoe were to win.
yeah,
So
fuck it
fourth
up.
race in a row, third first time winner. Byron wasn't expected to win, especially not this early in the season. So that's four drivers that weren't expected to win. That would just blow up the whole playoffs already
Yeah,
in four races.
like I know I obviously I would pick Larson, but Larson statistically wise has not been the fastest in Vegas, so I mean.
Yeah, he really hasn't. But
I mean, he's always been like consistent, but my underdog pick though is Kurt Busch
Kurt Busch.
that
That's
that's
a
a
good
good
pick.
pick. Mm-hmm.
That's a good
because he
pick.
won here last fall. So
Ain't that their
Um,
hometown track?
yeah,
Right there
it's him
for
and Kyle's home
Vegas?
track.
Ah man.
So
Kyle's probably gonna win
if
this
Briscoe
race, I
gets
think.
knocked out early, which might happen because no practice, we're just going off cold shit. You know, definitely Kurt Busch or Briscoe though, because realistically it's probably Kurt's last year in NASCAR. So
You think so? You
sadly,
don't think he's gonna come back?
yeah. I don't know. He's been doing a lot of cryptic shit on Monster's YouTube page, so I don't know. I'm hoping he does at least another
so
year to give Greg some time. But
so that you think that's what's going to happen if this is the last year that you think they're going to put Gregson in that car next year?
100%,
Yeah.
100%, they're putting Grayson in that car. Gregson
With
is the only
Monster
Greg
with Monster sponsorship or
possibly. Well, I know they'll probably like the Bass Pro because remember that one car has been sponsored by Bass Pro when McMurray was there.
that
I
would
think
So they already
and Truex back in the day.
yeah. So they already have relationships
still
with them.
is. It still is
Still is
Truex's
by
car, right?
well, Truex is still sponsored by, but I'm saying like back in the day, he was in the one car sponsored by Bass
Yeah.
Pro as well.
Yeah,
as
and the
McMurray,
8 car.
so- yeah,
Back in the day.
in the yeah in the
Yeah,
what
so
was the
like
Bush series?
and if
Yeah.
you look at all of the Xfinity drivers right now, they're all Chevy drivers. Yeah, I know people can switch over from Ford or Toyota, but realistically, the best driver, like off speed wise, people don't like his attitude, but Gregson is definitely the best driver in the Chevy camp in Xfinity. Because you think, I mean, Allgaier and Annette, well, Allgaier mainly, yes, but he has already said he's not going to Cup. He tried, wasn't very good at it.
Oh yeah.
He's a lot better in Xfinity, so he's gonna stay there. Annette's really old. Um, that 8 car in Xfinity is just a fucking fill-in car, pretty much. I don't see any of them ever going full-time in Cup anyway. So it's like the Cup drivers. But yeah, I definitely see Gregson in that one car. I've been saying for the last 2 years.
I like what you just said though about Allgaier. I like his decision to stay in Xfinity because he
Like
wants to have
Crafton.
the best chance to win. You don't want to get into a race car and race your next 5-8 years of your career in a Cup car, starting and
Mhm.
parking with a piece of shit Chevy team. No offense to all of them, but like you want to run 25th the rest of your career. At least where he's at right now, he has the chance to win every week, and he's making good money doing it. He will probably still make more winning in Xfinity than running 25th in Cup, no matter what of the pay difference. I mean, so I think that's a good decision for him, and I think that's where his career is gonna, take him overall. I don't think he really has a place in Cup right now. Kind of like the situation with Elliott Sadler that he did before the end of his career. So.
Yeah, I miss Elliott Sadler. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
I'll see that whenever Truex retires, I already figure out who's going in that fucking 19 car. So.
Oh yeah.
It's can be Ty Gibbs, 100%.
Oh,
That or he's
yeah.
gonna go.
If he continues on where he's at right now, I completely agree with you. Yeah.
I mean, it's either gonna be whenever Kyle Busch tires, which I don't think I'll wait that long.
You think Kyle
whenever-
Busch will switch numbers for Ty?
Possibly. I don't know though.
Because
Ty's
Ty's been
been-
running
his
18
entire
ever
career.
since. Yeah.
Well, he
he's
runs
been running-
he runs 18 cuts at Kyle Busch.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is you think he's
But he won in the 54 with Xfinity, so maybe.
Yeah, they won't bring up the cup though. They won't do that.
No. Yeah,
They'll keep
probably
the
not.
19. Unless if that's a number that Ty would want to drive, because obviously he's the grandson of Joe, so he gets whatever number he fucking wants pretty much.
Yeah, it's Joe's grandson, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Yeah.
realistically, I mean, we know Deegan's had a rough start so far with her truck career, but like
Bad luck.
it's
not
yeah,
fair.
it's,
She's
it's,
been
a,
having-
it's a yeah,
It's been
it's a ton
good,
of the
just
season
bad
left.
luck.
So realistically, if she continues to build, starts running great in trucks, goes to Xfinity, where do you see her in the future if she does get to that Cup level? What ride do you think is going to be where
Well,
she's going to be at?
If she stays with Ford, she'll take over probably for Harvick. Because
And a four?
yeah,
I could see that. I could see
because
that.
Stewart has
because I
already
feel
shown
like
interest in her.
Yeah, and I feel like
like,
Harvick has
he's-
about 2 more seasons in him.
And
then
I
he's
have
gonna be
already
done.
said, like I told Flash when Riley Herbst signed with Stuart Haas last year, already bringing monster sponsorship to Stuart Haas Xfinity. That is literally gonna be Deegan's car at some point. It's because already has a monster sponsorship there. There's whole Herbst is a placeholder for Deegan at this point. As long
Depending
as Deegan stays with Ford.
depending on if Herb starts winning and wins a
He won't.
championship, something like that,
I mean,
that
he
could
might,
change.
but-
But
They can do 2 cars though. Think about it.
yeah,
They are talking about expanding to be the 00 in Xfinity.
I mean,
Cole
obviously
Custer.
with Deegan, she brings more money. I mean, it is just the fact of having a female at that level having a chance to be able to win an Xfinity or Cup. But she is the most talented that I think I've
She
seen
won't ever
in
NASCAR.
general in NASCAR history, that she has that much potential. I really feel like that. Like, I mean, they tried to experiment with Stuart Haas, with Danica. It just didn't end up working out, even with so much seat time. It just wasn't the right fit. But I feel like Deegan, she can be that first female winner in any of the top 3 right now.
So you think? Don't she have like the number 38 though? Ain't that her number?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
She's
I thought
flopped.
that was. I thought that was her
From
number.
she's the winner now. She went to
Yeah, I know she's in the one
17.
now,
She ran
but-
in ARCA, sorry, Canon, and then ran the 4 in ARCA, and then runs the 1 right now in truck.
Yeah, she made her
Yeah.
debut in the 17 in the trucks, and then
Yeah.
went to the 1. Which I don't really know why they changed to the 1, because originally she was going to run full season with the 17.
Because the 17 they wanted that to be the part-time car.
Okay.
Because they wanted the charter. Well, they didn't really have it. I guess the charter is already in the 1, but there's a truck you don't really have charters. There's no really but anybody goes home. I do want to say though, the Xfinity race, Jordan Anderson, he has been trying to run the last 2 Xfinity races, and what they're having there being no qualifying. He has not been able to start the Xfinity races the last 2 weeks because of that. Because there's no qualifying or anything. So. that's what I'm
Wow.
saying
Yeah.
about
See, that's a problem. Yeah. That's definitely something that needs to be resolved.
NASCAR, if
with
you're
that
listening to
metric.
this, put the fucking cars back to 43, 42, and fucking 40. Alright?
Well, they went up with the truck count this year. I did notice
did.
that.
Truck's up. Xfinity is...
Which gives those
They knew I
smaller teams a
recorded that.
chance.
Yeah. Now, it's a new part of the podcast. It is the We Shout People Out podcast. And the one that we received tonight, a dude named Sean Mullins, I think is how you say his last name, and our boy Rock NASCAR, sent me this. Is the exact same league. It's called the Can USA Racing Series. They run Friday night at 9 p.m. and they practice Sundays and Thursdays at 9, and then it's one practice per week required. So that's, I think I think leagues need to start doing that, honestly, like practice.
Absolutely, yeah, I definitely agree. Like with that aspect of it, having some form of practice where you have to do that to, I mean, at least with a certain amount of weeks, I guess, when you join, at least. I mean, if you get it comfortable enough around guys, you don't necessarily, I think, have to practice together all the time. But with new guys coming in, it should be a set amount of weeks that you should have to show up and practice with at least some of the regulars that are practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, from what I'm seeing right now, they are a truck league. They don't need 5. So, shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're looking
shout
for
out
a
to
league that runs Friday nights at 9, go race with them. You could, they run 100% races. You could race that race and then come race with CRL and the Xfinity Series. So
there you go. Yeah. Tell us the name of the league too.
it's called Can USA, like Canadian United States Racing League.
Can USA. Nice. Yeah. I like that kind of a combo league right there. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, let's take the numbers for the channel on YouTube. While I'm here, Flash, take over for 2 seconds here while I look this up.
All right. I'm taking over. I'm here. Hello, people.
Fuck
What
up.
are we taking?
All right.
What are we taking over?
All right, so week 1, we had right now the first podcast. We have 52 views on it.
Nice.
And
Yes,
we have
that
23
is awesome.
subscribers on YouTube right now. Last week's podcast didn't do the greatest. Probably because it was on Heat 5. But we're back normal this week. So hopefully that goes back up. Shout out to everybody that watches the podcast back. Thank Stanley mainly for putting up with our annoying ass in the party every single Friday night and editing this back.
What you mean? This makes his week, man.
I took my Overwatch tonight, so I don't think it did.
Yeah, you don't want to take a man off his Overwatch. That really is kind of a sacrilege right there.
Yeah. But yeah. That's that portion because the only one I got tonight. Remember making that a normal thing here. Now this part, we can just talk about whatever the fuck we want, really. Flash, anything you want to talk about?
Whatever the fuck I want, I guess, right?
Chase.
Yeah. For Flash did.
I mean,
help me out, guys.
I don't know. I always like taking this point of it. The podcast I did, I think, in our first one. I always like looking to the future of this in general. What we do here with the podcast, we're trying to bring attention to the community in general and grow the community as a whole. No matter who's listening to this, what they think about us doing a podcast or what the reason is for it, that is what we're trying to do. Bring attention to a community that a lot of people might not know about. Like we're a smaller community. There's only a couple thousand of us at the most that do this on a regular basis, that race in these leagues. It's very small when you look at the whole entirety of esports and just gaming in general. I mean, the NASCAR community is a minority. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. A minority of gaming. and that's what we're trying to bring attention to grow it in general and make it more popular to game with NASCAR on console. I mean, we get iRacing is bigger, and it will always be bigger, I feel like, but we want to grow the console side of it too, keep it relevant year to year. Looking forward to seeing what the new NASCAR game can bring. NASCAR 21, like you said, looking to see if that can bring some new people into it, make it a better product in general. I think that will bring more people. But yeah, just positive outlook on the whole future of the esport right now.
Exactly.
That was
New
beautiful,
games.
Flash. That was beautiful.
Yeah. The new game's supposed to be really fucking good, from what I'm hearing. There's a lot of new shit. Mainly the rain, the tire thing is, and the tire fits are really fucking good. If I'm hearing at least.
Yeah, I think they're bringing like a developer that does PC games, like this
Yeah, it's
PC
RX
game.
Factor.
Yeah, man, that thing is gonna. I feel good seeing that a game developer team that works on PC, that PC is like dominant to console because they get all the good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
come to console and try to help the consoles out. It's like blows my mind, and it like excites me for this next NASCAR game. Because like,
Right.
can you imagine like the because look, like the things on PC is way more better than what we see on console, which is it's gonna be that way. You know that, Flash. You work with computers and stuff, so like it just blows my mind that the people who work on this PC game is gonna come over and help this little console game and turn it into something that is mind blowing to help us have a decent and fun NASCAR game. So
Well, and that's why I say the future is bright too with our community with console NASCAR gaming, because not only with this new game, they're building it around the new console, the ability with the new the Xbox Series X, and not only just the Xbox side of it, the PlayStation side of it, they have opened it up to it being more like a PC than ever before for a console. So we have the ability. I don't know if we'll see it in this Series X PS5 generation, but eventually it's going to be the point where we can run the same games, like Steam will run on, like it will basically be a PC but still have that console feel to it, and that is what it's already heading to with what they've done with the processors in this generation, the graphics. Well, I would call it a graphics card, but it's more graphics on a chip versus the ones you see for PC. And then with the addition of SSDs on consoles in this generation, that is also bringing us to the modern age of gaming, I guess you could say, because consoles have been lagging behind for the last decade on that. PCs have had SSDs for, I mean, more than a decade, but reasonably performant or cost-wise for about 10 years. But yeah, I mean, that's why I say it gives them the ability to turn these racing games, NASCAR, and not just NASCAR, but other ones like F1. You talk about like Forza Project Cars, into something that can be more of a all-inclusive community that covers PC, Xbox, PlayStation, any of the other major consoles or distributors right now. And I think that is what we're going to need to do to grow Heat in general as a brand, or I should say, well, if they call it NASCAR 21, it won't be Heat anymore. It just feels like that's been Heat for so many games now. But NASCAR on console, that is what we need. We need to bring it to that, like you're saying, and more of a simulation in the ways of iRacing, and hopefully having the people from R Factor coming over will do that. So that's what I'm looking forward to as well.
yeah, it's gonna be something great. Hopefully.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be the. I actually, and I might be putting my foot in my mouth, but I think it's going to be the best NASCAR game on console that we've ever gotten. I think it will rival and beat the days of NASCAR 09 that everyone longs for from EA and
You prick.
all that. But What?
You just fucking jinxed it, you fucking prick.
Well, if I jinxed it, it wouldn't be the first time that we've been disappointed by a NASCAR game. So,
yeah, that's true.
so
Especially this one.
I'm
This
I'm
one's
going
copy and
positive on
paste.
it.
It's copy and paste.
Yeah,
So, you know. And
no,
what
I,
I've
I
heard
really I
also,
really think it is going to be. So.
what I've heard also, which I don't know really, to be honest, I was just watching this dude on YouTube. But he was talking about how they've been developing this game for like 2 years now. So that's why NASCAR Heat 4 and NASCAR Heat 5 is just basically like copy and paste. So,
Well, 4 is not. 5 is.
well, that's what I'm saying. They copied 4 and put it on 5.
Yeah, but 3 to 4 is a giant fucking change.
Yeah.
3 to 4 made me believe that it was possible that we can have a decent game again, and in the
4
future
was the
have
best
an
one out of the Heat series.
amazing game. Yeah, for what it did.
4?
Yeah.
4 was, I think, the best, to be honest. But like I said,
Well, 5 is 4, and that's why I mean, like 5 is 4 with the camera changes and a few adjustments to not having so much tire wear at certain tracks. They kind of polished that. So basically, it is the same game with a few bug fixes. But yeah, 4 overall
Yeah,
definitely was
4.
the best
Yeah.
of
But like
how
2
they
years on
came
the
off
game, developing the game, this game better be sweet. Like,
Well, if it's any indication, they're already talking about having weather in the game and stuff like that. They've definitely gone
beyond
all the way out on it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yes, which Heathen's got to send to me because I cannot wait to see that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll believe that shit when I see it.
Yeah, Heathen, you were for NASCAR.
I'd love
man?
to
You
see
know,
it.
you know some stuff that we don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. Next, I
Uh,
might. The bull might be pro league here in a couple months here.
Watch out, boys. Heathen's coming to the league.
Maybe.
But I didn't know the pro league would need a water boy.
I run the back the entire time. It's fine.
Yeah, you run in the back. I wouldn't even be in the field. So, I mean, no, if you ever have a chance to do that, man, I could see it. It wouldn't surprise me at all if you ever made it to that. So don't get me wrong. I may fuck with you, but you've above and beyond passed me on that since I first met you. I
Yeah, I
remember
was
you were
fucking dog
absolute.
shit.
You were trash. Yeah, and then now it's like. You know, you I mean, you whip my ass in a lot of places. I can only beat you
They were
at
fucking
my
short
best
tracks.
tracks now. Well, and we can couple mile and a half there. I can run with
Where?
you, but
Oh yeah, with me, but not passing.
well, goddamn, man, I'm trying to give you some credit here, but you're still talking shit.
It's hard, man. He just fucking talk shit the whole time trying to give him a compliment.
Where are you better than me?
Everywhere.
You can roll me, but you can't pass me. That's why we love you, Heathen. You cocky son of a bitch, you.
Oh yeah. Gotta keep my ego in check somehow.
Yeah, I guess that's what you're doing.
Bosh, you want to end this out then?
Sure.
All right.
Are we gonna say our
Yup.
normal? Okay. So Heathen,
Yes, sir.
what is the best part of CRL? But what is the best part of this CRL podcast too?
There's no motherfucking W in the bitch.
Yep.
I mean, we take W's, but we don't have a W.
Yeah. We don't have that W. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you,
But I wanna say-
Chase, for being the thing. Bug us
I
next.
was just about to say that. Yep.
Sam,
Hey,
thank
man.
you for everything you do.
Anytime, man. I enjoy
Doing what
myself.
you do, for letting us do this.
I enjoy myself.
Chase,
Yeah,
I
and-
already loved having you here. We have to have you back again sometime soon here.
Man, invite me anytime, bro. This was a blast. I had fun talking questions and talking shit.
Well, if
That's what it's
Chevy
about.
keeps having wind turbine issues, we're gonna be having you back every week trying to get him in. You can
Hey,
be our,
man. That's fine with
every
me.
week trying to
That's
talk to
fine
him.
with me. Shoot, yeah, I enjoyed it for real. I enjoyed it, guys, and y'all do an awesome job with the podcast. And Heathen's doing a good job whooping my ass on the racetrack, and Flash is doing
I
a
didn't last
sweet
night.
job. Yeah, but that was just luck. We know it.
Those are fucking Richmond. That track's ass.
And Flash, you do a sweet job in that booth, man. I'm
I
glad you're
appreciate
part
it,
of
brother.
CRL with us.
Absolutely, love it every minute I get to do it. So, again, yeah, thank you for being in here, man. And that was a good podcast, man. Heathen did a great job. When you're not talking about yourself, of course, but you did a great job overall.
I had to, bro. We did chair last week, so we gotta talk about myself at least a little bit.
Hey, I gotta say one more time, congratulations on that win Monday as well. That was
Thank you.
I
That
really
one,
love to see
that was probably my most. That was like probably my favorite win.
Yeah,
ever.
I know what it meant to you. So
Thank you, though. Everybody who watches this, well, listens to this on Sunday afternoon, Sunday at noon when you see this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and like the video. But I am your host, Heathen, alongside Three Flashes and
sir,
Chase Dreamer up here in the
Yes,
booth tonight.
sir.
Not the booth. Fuck. And on the podcast tonight.
well, we have a nice booth, you know. I mean,
Yep, all the alcohol in the
Yes,
world.
sir.
They're not all drink alcohol. Let's go. Until next week. Peace out, baby.